Did you know Moldova is Europe's poorest country? But don't let that fool you, this hidden gem is home to some of the most beautiful women on the continent with a unique blend of Eastern and Western features that captivate visitors. In this video, we'll introduce you to Elena, a stunning Moldovan woman who turned her family's struggling vineyard into a thriving winery. Her journey from poverty to success embodies the spirit of Moldova's resilient beauties. Stay tuned to discover how Elena's story could inspire your next travel adventure. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Welcome to Moldova, a country that's been flying under the radar for far too long. Nestled in Eastern Europe, this hidden gem boasts rolling hills, vast vineyards, and peaceful villages that paint a picture of rustic charm. But here's the kicker. Moldova is Europe's least visited country. Can you believe it? This fact alone makes it a treasure trove for travelers seeking authentic experiences off the beaten path. Now, you might be wondering why Moldova hasn't made it to the top of everyone's travel list. The truth is, the country has faced its fair share of economic challenges. But don't let that fool you. Moldova's natural beauty stands in stark contrast to its financial struggles, offering a unique blend of Eastern and Western influences that'll captivate your senses. Take a stroll through the countryside and you'll feel like you've stepped back in time. The landscape is dotted with ancient monasteries and fortresses that whisper tales of a rich and complex history. One prime example is the Orhailveki archaeological complex, a testament to Moldova's historical significance. These cultural landmarks aren't just relics of the past, they've shaped the very fabric of modern Moldovan society. But Moldova's true beauty isn't just in its landscapes and history, it's in its people, especially its women. Known for their stunning looks and resilient spirit, Moldovan women embody the country's ability to flourish despite adversity. And that brings us to Elena, our protagonist. Elena's story is a microcosm of Moldova itself. Born and raised in this land of hidden beauty, she's faced the same challenges that have shaped her country. But like the vineyards that stretch across Moldova's hills, Elena has deep roots and an unbreakable spirit. Her journey from a struggling family vineyard to becoming a symbol of Moldova's potential is nothing short of inspiring. Imagine growing up in a place where your future seems predetermined by economic hardship. For Elena, this wasn't just imagination, it was reality. Yet somehow, amidst the challenges of rural Moldova, she found a seed of hope in an unexpected place. What was it about her family's struggling vineyard that captured her heart and sparked a vision for the future? Elena's childhood unfolded in a small Moldovan village, surrounded by rolling hills and sprawling vineyards. Her family, like many others in the region, faced daily struggles in a country where the average monthly income hovered around $400. The economic challenges were palpable, with limited job opportunities and a constant worry about making ends meet. For young women in Moldova, the path forward often seemed narrow and constrained. Many of Elena's peers saw their dreams of higher education and professional careers fade away, replaced by the practical need to contribute to their family's income. Some even considered leaving the country in search of better opportunities abroad, a common choice for many Moldovans. But Elena's story took a different turn. From an early age, she was drawn to the family vineyard. Despite its dilapidated state, she saw beauty in the gnarled vines and potential in the soil beneath her feet. Elena spent hours helping her parents tend to the grapes, learning the rhythms of the seasons and the secrets of winemaking passed down through generations. In Moldova, education is highly valued, with a literacy rate of 99.6%. However, access to quality education, especially in rural areas, can be challenging. Elena's parents, recognizing her passion and intelligence, made sacrifices to ensure she could continue her studies. This commitment to learning would prove crucial in shaping Elena's future. As Elena grew older, her interest in winemaking blossomed into a full-fledged passion. She began to see the vineyard not just as a family legacy, but as a potential lifeline for her community. The decision she faced was daunting. Should she follow the well-worn path of seeking opportunities elsewhere, or stay and fight for her dreams against overwhelming odds? In a bold move that would change the course of her life, Elena chose to stay in Moldova. She committed herself to reviving her family's vineyard, armed with a blend of traditional knowledge and a hunger for innovation. This decision wasn't just about preserving a family business. It was about proving that success was possible in Moldova, even in the face of adversity. Imagine a vineyard so run down, even the most optimistic wine enthusiast would call it a lost cause. Now picture that same vineyard transforming into a beacon of hope for an entire nation's struggling wine industry. This is the story of how Elena turned decay into opportunity, one grape at a time. When Elena first took charge of her family's vineyard, it was a sorry sight. Overgrown vines tangled with weeds, and crumbling structures stood as silent reminders of better days. But where others saw ruin, Elena envisioned a thriving winery that would showcase the best of Moldovan viticulture. Her vision was ambitious, to blend time-honored Moldovan winemaking traditions with cutting-edge techniques. Elena knew that to compete on the global stage, she needed to modernize without losing the unique character of Moldovan wines. But the path to realizing this dream was fraught with challenges. Moldova's wine industry, like many sectors in the country, was held back by outdated equipment and a lack of investment. Many vineyards still use Soviet-era machinery, struggling to meet international quality standards. Elena faced an uphill battle to secure funding for modern equipment and to train her team in new techniques. Undeterred, Elena rolled up her sleeves and got to work. She introduced sustainable farming practices to improve soil health and grape quality. In the winery, she carefully balanced traditional fermentation methods with modern temperature control systems. This innovative approach allowed her to create wines that honored Moldova's winemaking heritage while appealing to contemporary palates. As Elena worked tirelessly to perfect her craft, a curious thing began to happen. Word spread about the exceptional wines coming from this once-forgotten corner of Moldova. Wine enthusiasts from Eastern Europe and beyond started to take notice, intrigued by the unique flavors and story behind Elena's wines. The vineyard's first successful harvest under Elena's management was a turning point. The quality of the wines exceeded even her own high expectations, earning praise from critics and customers alike. Suddenly, Elena's vineyard was no longer just a local success story. It was becoming a symbol of Moldova's potential in the international wine market. With recognition came opportunity. Visitors began flocking to the vineyard, eager to taste the wines and experience Moldovan hospitality. Investors, seeing the potential for growth, started to take interest in supporting not just Elena's business, but other local ventures as well. Imagine a country where every bottle of wine tells a story of rebirth. In Moldova, that dream is becoming reality. But as Elena's success spreads, it faces an unexpected challenge. Can the world's perception of this tiny nation keep up with its rapid transformation? Elena's thriving vineyard has become a beacon of hope in her once struggling community. The once quiet village now buzzes with activity as locals find new opportunities in the burgeoning wine industry. Young Moldovans, inspired by Elena's journey, are rethinking their futures. Instead of seeking opportunities abroad, many are now looking to their own backyards for potential. However, changing international perceptions about Moldova isn't easy. The country still battles its reputation as Europe's poorest nation, a label that often overshadows its rich culture and natural beauty. Elena and other entrepreneurs face the challenge of not just creating great products, but also reshaping Moldova's image on the global stage. Despite these hurdles, wine tourism in Elena's region is flourishing. Visitors from around the world are discovering Moldova's hidden charms, drawn by the promise of exceptional wines and authentic experiences. Small bed and breakfasts are popping up, local restaurants are showcasing traditional Moldovan cuisine, and tour operators are offering vineyard excursions. Elena's story is also challenging stereotypes about Moldovan women. Once primarily known for their physical beauty, Moldovan women are now gaining recognition for their entrepreneurial spirit and business acumen. Elena's success serves as a powerful example of how determination and innovation can overcome societal expectations and economic barriers. The impact of Elena's vineyard extends far beyond her local community. As more Moldovan wines gain international acclaim, the country's economy is seeing a boost. Foreign investment is trickling in, and the government is taking notice, implementing policies to support the growing wine industry.